So a lot of people have been wondering and asking a lot of questions how Korra was able to survive and conquer depression after being thrown out of the house 4 days after postpartum. So in this video, she has shared a lot, like a whole lot, how she was able to conquer those demons and how she is still standing strong.
How I am and still battling postpartum depression, navigating the seasons of your life and, understanding life and time and not always shrouding it in, oh, perfection. Look at me, I'm perfect. Look at me, my daughters, we're all beautiful and perfect. No. So, how did I deal with it? Gave birth to June. I gave birth to June in LA. As at the time I found out I was pregnant with June, I was homeless. We didn't have a house, so we were living in someone's house. We were couch surfing. We were sleeping anywhere we found. I found out I was pregnant. And I just moved to LA to chase my dreams, to live the Hollywood life, to become Beyonce, Rihanna, Marilyn Monroe, whatever I was going to be. And then I found out I was pregnant. So we did the journey, got pregnant. The pregnancy went well. Everything was fine. I was grateful for a beautiful baby. I was breastfeeding. Everything was good. Until, I started to spend hours and hours and hours at home with the baby alone, just cooking and waiting for my husband to come home, And no one talks about how it can be really hard to do that. Miguel, thank you so much for 50 stars. It can be really hard to do that, especially for someone like me who was already performing, traveling from country to country, just coming to a new country and boom, I'm a housewife. And there was no escaping it. There was no navigating it. So I was like, whoa, what do I do? I didn't take matters into my own hand. What I did was very bad. I was denying it. The first key is to not deny, hey guys, my name is Korra and I'm depressed. Hi guys, I'm not feeling okay, I'm depressed. That's the first key. So I was denying it for a long time. I denied that I'm not depressed. You can't force me into happiness. This is toxic positivity. Do I always have to laugh all the time? No. If your friends are noticing a change in you and they're trying to tell you, hey, something's wrong with you, something's going on, you need to fix it, you dare not keep living in denial, because the longer you deny, you're gonna live with it, and then you might end up getting to the worst place. And you know what the worst place is with depression. God forbid it. So accept, I'm depressed. Now, half of depression can be fixed with discipline and exercise. But if you've gotten to a place where you have lost all will to even exercise, all will to do anything, you've lost every will to even move your body. If you've gotten to that place, then you're going to have a heavier intervention. Some people cannot exercise to save their souls. They find it very, very hard to exercise. And some people do not, want to admit that they're not happy, that they're in a difficult place. Depression is lack of expression, exercising, lack of daily routines, lack of routines that give you life. You need to give yourself life. Once you find out that you're getting depressed, you have to treat it the same way you treat finding out that you're hungry. Hee-haw! Thank you, T. Elegant. You have to treat it the same way you treat finding out that you're sick, because depression is a sort of sickness. You have to attack it heads on. For me, I knew that I was susceptible to postpartum depression. So after my second child, and I was kicked out of the house 4 day postpartum. Notice how I immediately just like, oh, I need to save myself before I wreck myself because I don't want to be depressed. How did I do it? And I'm still doing it. I started to do everything that I love to do. I love to dance, dance. I love to eat, eat. I love to travel, travel. Indulge, 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 indulge in everything that makes you happy. Keep you happy. When you find out that you're slipping under, do something that will keep you happy. Spend time with that person that makes you laugh. Do not ignore the signs. We're right here, Ace. Do not ignore the signs. Once you see that it's 9 o'clock and you still don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to talk to your loved ones, you don't want to, that's a sign. Don't ignore the signs. Now, the pursuit of happiness is a lifetime thing. We're all going to be pursuing happiness for the rest of our lives. What do we do when we figure out that something is bad? Do things that make you happy. Make sure that you go out and have a good time. Pamela Harper, thank you for 100 stars. And if you've gotten to a place where you can't go out, you don't want to go out, blah, 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 blah. Inside your house, get up and just start exercising. Start exercising. Start exercising. You know why? Because if you don't do it, it's a matter of your happiness versus going under. If you don't do it, you are going to regret it. Depression is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And it's not cool. It's not fun. When you find out that you're going under,
The point is that a whole lot of people do not even know that they are going through depression. So the first step is to actually know what is depression, how you can dictate depression in your life. For you to know that you are depressed or you're going through depression, you should checkmate yourself, like examine yourself. When you start thinking of isolating yourself, you want to stay all alone, all by yourself. You don't want to talk to your loved ones, those you are fond of. Like there are people that a day will not pass by without you hearing from them or talking to them. But when you realize that these people, you have found yourself like you don't want to talk to them anymore, you don't want to hear from them anymore, you don't want to associate yourself with them anymore, these are one of the signs. When you feel that those things that makes you happy, you don't feel like indulging in those things, when you, like a whole lot, you should always checkmate and examine yourself. You only want to stay inside. Let's go out. No, babe, I don't feel like. What's the problem? Nothing. I'm fine. No, you are not fine, babe. I say I am fine. I am fine. Nothing. They will leave you. The next day, they'll ask you out. You say, no, I don't want to go out. These are signs of it. There is something going on. And when you have finally found out that this is what you're going through, then you have to be conscious of making yourself happy. Be conscious of trying to fight those things, because these are demons. These are spirits that keep compelling you to do the wrong thing, not to make yourself happy. And once you cue into those motives, into those perspective, into those spirits that are leading you to do the wrong thing, you know the end is very, very, very dangerous. A lot of people do not know that depression is a sickness. Like, it's just like a headache. When you have a headache or you have any serious sickness in your body, you would want to go and take some medicine, some pills. That is how you fight depression. Depression is a sickness that you got to fight. You got to fight it. That's why you need to be conscious of yourself. You need to keep checkmating yourself. When you start acting funny, things you know that this is not you. You don't do this. You yell at people. If you're someone who have kids, any little thing that your children does, you start shouting at them. You start yelling, start barking. those are signs of it. Something must be going wrong in your life. So you got to, when you have started doing those things, you say, no, this is not me. Okay, this demon you have started again, I will conquer you. Intentionally, I will conquer. You start making yourself happy, being happy. Go out, like go. Even when those spirits don't want you to go, push yourself out of the door. Go out and look around, see people, see things happening. You will feel better. With these steps and a lot of it, you can also talk to people. Problem shared is half solved.